Hi there, Hot Tops. I am the Mob, the producer of Half the Glass with Over Great.
Yeah, call me Yoda Great. How y'all living? What's up?
I want to thank you for listening to High Off the Glass. Please follow the show on Instagram at High Off the Glass. That's with a T-A, not T-H-E. Twitter at the
Yeah,
underscore
some good
glass.
shit.
Follow Over Great.
And follow me at all them social shits that y'all go to, that y'all like going to. My producer getting this sip on. Just follow me there if you want. If you don't, that's cool too. But check out the show because you'll love it. It's dope.
Also follow the show on Facebook at High Off the Glass. Email the show at highofftheglass at gmail.com. Please subscribe to the show. Enough for me.
I think it's
He's dying.
I'm dying. This is some good shit. Holla back.
Yes. Y'all know what it is. Rona Chronicles Part 2.
Boom!
High off the glass. We're here today. We are here today. Last dance tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know when y'all going to see this episode, but you're going to see it sometime. Yeah, we're kicking it off. When you hear that motherfucking music, when you hear that shit,
What time is it?
game time! Ew, man, if that shit don't get you hyped, man. Look at this. Look at this basketball lame over here. Now he don't feel it. Basketball lame don't feel it, y'all. I mean,
Come on, D. We was at the V's.
Show the background. Show the background. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Hype as Fuck edition of High Off the Glass.
Yes.
Rona Chronicles, Volume 2. You know, we are here.
Put that shit away.
I am so excited to start this
Nobody see
episode,
that.
start this show. We're going to kick it off. We're going to kick it off how we normally do it, too. We got an awesome guest today, everybody. We got Mr. Rodney Jackson is in the house. Mr. My bad. No. You guys don't know him as that. You know him as a musician extraordinaire. Rodney Micheal is in the house.
Thank you.
Give it up to Mr. Rodney Micheal.
Right.
Rodney Micheal,
I was
everybody.
about to make a correction.
Give it up for him. How you living, Chief? How you living, Mr. Micheal?
I'm chilling, man. My fault, man. I got these Bluetooth on, and so every time I click on something, my music starts. It's like, damn.
You good? You good? Me and Mr. Hill gonna do what we do. See, this is the one difference. You gotta find little silver linings in this COVID, in this Rona Chronicles, in this Rona break that we've been having. And one of the little silver linings for us is we can now smoke while we do the show. We don't have to smoke after or before, like normal. So now we smoke during. So how you doing, G? Coach Hill in the house. Y'all see him.
Not fair.
Not
fair. I haven't started yet.
We know the man knows basketball, but he's a tremendous hater. So it's hard to see. You know what? When you lean in like that, you take all the light. You take all the light when you lean in like that.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. You cast a shadow on him.
University of Dayton and the National Player of the Year.
I was gonna say that's where Steph went, but Steph went to Davidson. Yeah,
Iowa Davidson.
Yeah. In North Carolina. Another North Carolina school.
Hey everybody, this man doesn't give a shit about Davidson. Just to let you guys know, he's just in it for the D. His name his Coach Damon. You know what Damon starts with. There it is. Show him that old ass Red Wings and shit. That don't even look like the Red Wings. That look like some old fucking.
Yes, it do a little bit.
That look like a JUCO fucking team.
You know why it doesn't look like the Red Wings? Because it's their alternate D. You have to dig deep.
Alternate D.
Yeah.
You have to dig deep.
Alternate logo.
I know one thing. Once Scotty left, nobody does nothing with that motherfucker. With Scotty Bowman and who was that star player they had on?
What does it say on the ice in Detroit? I don't know. What does it say on the ice? It's just Hockey Town, USA, doesn't it? You know.
Here's the thing, though. This is a question. I thought I considered Detroit a basketball town, so it's a hockey town. That's a good question.
The Red Wings more. They're tied. They're tied with championships.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted the original six.
Well, you said they're tied with championships?
Yeah, they both got 3.
Who's both? Red Wings and who?
Red Wings and the Pistons.
The Red Wings got more than 3 titles.
Yeah, they do. I know they got more than 3.
Stop that, dude.
Them motherfuckers they won so many championships in the 90s, it was stupid.
They got more than 3 is 4. Look at that right now.
But I think his point was more valid. He was saying it's a hockey town because what is it? Because they were original 6. Of course, this is a great place to start. And the obvious place is Last Dance, basketball. This is the basketball marijuana show. We start off on hockey. I love it. I fucking love it. That's how you do it. Well, Black Google is letting you guys know.
Yeah, they got 4. They only got 4. So I was only off 1.
Yep. But they've been in the league so long.
They got 4. 4 championships.
4 is better than 3. Oh, yeah. Well, no.
You made it sound like they got like 8 championships, Damon. They got more than 3.
You said what? What did you say, Rod?
David made it sound like they got like 8 championships.
He
They got
did.
more than 3.
No, that was just the inflection in my voice.
I thought they had about that. I thought they won damn near every year in the 90s, like the Bulls and shit. And speaking of the Bulls, yeah. How have you, Mr. Michael, sucked up, absorbed Last Dance so far? What did you think of episode? Tonight is premiere of episode
5 and 6.
5 and 6. So 1 through 4. What you thought about?
1 and 2 jumped around a lot, and I thought they did a little bit too. I mean, we know the story. We know the story of the Bulls. What was happening behind the
Not
scenes.
everybody though, bro.
But my point is, to me, it wasn't like new, wasn't fresh. So the way they was dissing Jerry Krause a lot, I thought that was unnecessary. They showed that a little bit too much. I wanted to see a little bit more behind the scenes, like locker room, to get to know so that people could see how Michael Jordan really is. I didn't want to hear every time, hey, Jerry Krause is fat. Hey, Jerry Krause, he's doing this. Hey, I mean, the man was running the Bulls. He was running the team the way he runs a business. And he obviously did a good damn job. So why you got to diss him? Why you got to talk about how he's short and we got to lower the rim if you want to, the stuff that Michael Jordan was saying, I thought that was kind of tasty.
Are you okay? All right.
Time out. Hold on.
That's 1 and 2. And you said 3 and 4.
I want to jump in there.
They want to jump in there? Get in there.
God damn, that's the weirdest take I've heard from Last Dance. Seriously?
I didn't think I wanted more basketball rather than ragging on Krause all the time. That's what I wanted.
Huh.
Right. Before we go any further, you are not allowed to ruffle feathers of MJ fans with such truths. They do not like to hear truth.
That wasn't the truth. That was the
It was the truth. They was doing all that.
You are about to feel the wrath of an MJ fan. Watch this nonsense we're about to hear. Here's some nonsense.
These just came out, by the way. Sorry, put my foot in your face, coach. Said the ref these got them last week. Yeah, they hard. I love them.
Those dope. You know what's happening? This is
about Michael Jordan being a hater.
My shit today.
This is the real quick. You mentioned your Jordans. This is the Rona session. Would you say Rona session 2?
Yeah, this is Rona Chronicles Volume 2.
Rona Chronicles Volume 2.
Yeah.
You got them Jordans on. You saw what's happening in Atlanta. You saw what's happening in Atlanta, didn't you? Georgia reopened this state. And at a mall in Atlanta, it was like 500 blacks at this mall just to get some Jordans. So
Okay, first off, thank you, Mr. Detour. Are you trying to be like
you put your shoe in the corner. You put your shoe. You put your shoe.
Yeah, literally. I showed the shoes because it's the Last Dance. We talk about MJ. That's why I showed the shoes.
And they the Jordan shoes.
If you want to bring up people going to the mall to buy some J's, well, goddamn it, talk about all the motherfuckers that went to the beach. They rushed in beaches in Georgia when they was.
Get them. I'm talking about the Jordans. The Jordans. You don't want to put that shoe. Put your shoe in the camera.
What?
I said, you put your shoe in the camera. You put your shoe in the camera.
I put my shoe in the camera because it's relevant. The motherfucker just came out. It just came out 3 weeks ago.
Yesterday is going to be 500 blacks who got corona because it was 600 at the mall getting Jordans.
Okay, you know what? I thought I couldn't hear no dumber shit than that first tape you had on Last Dance. But that, good God. Oh, first off, it wasn't that many damn black people at the mall buying them shoes. Second, if they smart, they ordered them online like I did because you're not going. If you went to the mall, you weren't
what
going
else there to pick them up? There was a lot to pick them up.
I got these from Hibbert Sports. Shout out to Hibbert Sports. Got these mad quick. You know what I'm saying? After they were sold out everywhere else online.
Atlanta wasn't the same. Now, what's your thing on Cross?
Okay.
I bet you love that. You love them ragging on them.
Here's the thing.
You loved it. Is this a crossroads?
Things what you said that I want to talk about. What do you mean you didn't get locker room access? The footage you're watching is from cameras in the locker room in the 97-98 season. You're seeing literally footage from that. So I
want more of that. That's my point. I don't need this.
It's 10 parts, homie. It's 10 parts. You're gonna get more, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. They had to lay the groundwork, okay, because there's a lot of people way younger than us, my kids, your kids, people overseas that don't know the origin, the genesis of Jordan. They don't know where the GOAT came from. They don't know how he started off so great and then rose as soon as he came in the league. They had to see the beginning story. That's what it was. What are you talking about?
He didn't start off great.
Well, we knew him from getting that pass. And then when he got the pass, he made the shot, and that's kind of how he set up his career. He set it up from there. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good from there. From that point on. From that point. No. I got to finish his point because he asked a question.
In North Carolina, right?
Huh?
You talking about college, right?
I'm talking about college. Yeah, I'm talking about college. Like for someone, I don't know anyone recently who hits a game-winning shot to win a national college basketball, national college championship. And then goes to the league and then surpasses every expectation of themselves.
He didn't go right to the league. He played 2 more years in college.
No,
he played 2 more years.
He
played 2 years. You're right. Came out his junior year.
2 more years.
He played 2 more years and then
he got 2 national players of the year.
But people knew who he was after that shot.
What did he do those 2 years though?
He improved.
Did he win?
He improved.
He didn't win after that. No.
He did the championship, but did he go to the Final Four? I think he did, didn't he?
No. The super team was no more.
They lost to Georgetown.
When the super team was gone.
Anyway, that's not even. I wanted to put that out there. If you want to nitpick on he didn't have a great start to his career, then you can kiss my ass because he did. Because if you don't want to talk about UNC, we'll go straight to Chicago. But anyway, back to you, Mr. Micheal. Now, the other thing is, what do you expect them not to do? You expect them not to go off on Krause? See, I was ready for the Krause bashing because I bought all the SIs. I had subscriptions back in the 90s. I read the articles when the reporters would ask the players, what did you think about Reinsdorf? What did you think about Krause? And it was always fuck both of them and definitely fuck Krause. Krause brought almost everybody in except for the GOAT, but he wanted more credit than he was due, and he was mad he didn't get enough credit. And did they make fun of his physical form? Yes. Did they make fun of whatever the fuck they could about him? Yes. Why? Because he didn't want to pay anybody, and he thought he was better than all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I expect all the Krause hate. I don't give a shit, and nobody is going to back Krause. Since this documentary's come out a couple weeks ago, has anybody said like, "Oh, this is too much shit on Krause"? Nobody. That motherfucker put the shit on himself.
He did put the shit together though. Oh, did he not put it together? Did he not put it together?
He didn't draft GOAT. But you're right. He got the players, and the players he drafted, they came right on time and they did their thing. And I almost feel
he got Pippen.
When I was talking to my mother about
Grant.
You said what?
He got Pippen and he got Grant.
He did. I'll give you that. I think John Paxson was already there though. He got Cartwright. He made the deal, which wasn't a thing to do back then. Oakley was killing it for y'all. Y'all gonna trade him to get an old ass center, but he
Jordan
center.
Jordan said he was mad about that.
I even feel bad. I was talking to my mother about The Last Dance when she had watched it, and I almost feel bad for the motherfucker because you bring in Phil, you bring in Grant, you bring in BJ, you bring in Scotty, you bring in all these players that kick ass and do the thing, but you don't get enough props that you want. And he had to live with that, and that's why he always was constantly fucking over that franchise, just putting his foot in his mouth. Nobody says You tell me the only time, and I'm gonna lay off it. I'll let y'all have it after this. You tell me the only time a general manager says publicly to local reporters, hey, this coach that just won 5 championships for y'all, he's not coming back this year. So fuck him. I'm bringing in this new dude I ain't never heard about. He gonna be the shit. You know why? Because I brought in that motherfucker, and he was the shit. So this new dude's gonna be the shit too. He literally said that. When else has that happened? Never. It's only from that Krause motherfucker. Fuck Krause, bro.
It happened in different ways and forms. Now,
no one ever said that.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Belichick is the only one that's come close to doing some shit like that. He won't even be that blunt in public. This motherfucker right here.
Yeah, now it was. When you look at the situation, go ahead, D.
Now, as far as what he was saying about Krause, I haven't watched the documentary. I'm not going to watch it.
You need to. Why do you refuse to watch it? You're a basketball fan.
I'm not going to learn anything new.
You will. Especially someone like you who doesn't know, who isn't like a Jordan. I'm a Jordan fucking chronicler. I've been on Mike hard since I was 7 years old, so I know everything there is to know. I'm even learning shit. So I know you're gonna learn some shit. Plus, you're a basketball fanatic. This is about fucking basketball.
It's about ball. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn something, D. You will learn something.
Right.
I hate the Bulls. I do not
never go on. Yeah.
Anything positive about them or any other team. If it's not Boston, I don't care. I don't care about Michael Jordan. I could give a fuck less about Michael Jordan.
It's not, and just say what it is.
About the Bulls.
It's about the Jordan, because if this was something about Kareem, he'd be all over it. If this was a thing about LeBron, he'd be all over it. If this was a thing about Zeke, he'd be all over it. If this was the last dance about Sean motherfucking Kemp, he'd probably be all over it. But this is the GOAT. You know what I mean? But this is the GOAT. He want to hate this dude. I understand why I fuck with this mother. I said it.
Anyway.
Who wouldn't want to look at a documentary on Kareem? But anyway. I digress. What I was going to say is this: as far as Jerry Krause, I've always said that's a great point about Pippen, because you got to think about it. Olin Polynice, Scottie Pippen. And Olin Polynice is not like he was a bum, but he regular NBA career, journeyman. Pippen, top 50 NBA player.
Who made Scottie what he was, though? Who made Scottie what he was?
I would say Scottie Pippen.
No, who did Scottie say in Springfield, Massachusetts, when he went into the hall? Who did he give credit to? Huh?
Mike helped him. Okay.
Mike ain't helping. Mike made him.
This is a great point about Krause, though. Like he was saying, you said a great point about Krause that you said that gets overlooked. Yes, you brought in Phil Jackson, but you know what? You know what the Bulls fans always seem to discredit him about doing that. That was a 50-win team that you got rid of Doug Collins. Doug Collins had took them to the Eastern Conference semifinals. A coach from a 50-win team.
I was a Doug Collins fan. When I heard that they were bringing it, I was like, who the fuck is Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson.
Doug Collins is a shit.
But then when you look at how everything was at that time, and when you realize, wait a minute, this man has won titles in the CBA. It's a great move to bring him in, and you know why it's actually a supreme move, because it just happened with the Raptors. They just did the same exact thing. If you think about it, Ujiri got rid of Dwayne. What's his name? Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey. 50-win team, consistent 50-win team. On top of that, then you bring in a man who had just won a title in the EuroLeague.
It's not the exact same thing, because I don't think Casey was coach of the year. I don't think Casey had that. Casey had a longer run with Toronto than Chicago had with Doug. You know what I'm saying? Doug only really had I think 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? He only had 2 years.
No, he had way more than 2 years.
No, he only had 2 because it was that Stan Albeck. That's why you need to watch some motherfucking Latin. See, that's why you need to watch
Albeck was there in '86.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Listen.
He was there in '86. In '87.
Well, both your points can be minimized, because we know why Toronto won. So I don't even know why you brought that in. The only reason Toronto won is because Golden State had hurt players.
Because what?
Because Golden State had hurt players. That's the only way Toronto won.
He didn't bring it in to talk about the championship. He brought it in.
No, I'm talking about it wouldn't even be
to change your coaching.
Yeah, it was
that's what I was saying.
Because if Toronto didn't beat y'all,
that.
and if Toronto didn't win, I still would respect his point because he's comparing it, and that's a great comparison.
Because think about it, Nick Nurse, you took over for a coach who had been winning. You didn't take over for somebody who was like a middling team. This team had been winning, and they was like, "Damn, we need to get over the hump."
Don't get in your Warriors' heart.
So you gotta already. I mean, you already got a winning team. So yes, they have the culture of winning. So you're not gonna. I mean, the players are already winning. So it's not like they're expecting him to do much. They're not expecting a lot.
No.
They're not expecting a lot because you already got a winning team.
If you don't come in, if you don't come in and get their respect, that's a veteran. Think about it. That's a veteran team. We're not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
You coming in with the only thing you got on your pedigree is the fact that you won in Europe, but we know you won.
I think Nick Nurse.
Okay, look.
Go ahead.
Look at it like this. How important is your NBA coach to your star players?
Very.
Because to me, I think
Very important.
the way the Pistons did when the Pistons repeated, they won. Then they got rid of Adrian Dantley and brought Mark McGuire late in the season. Mark McGuire. I think it's much harder to do that for your player who's a star to come on the team.
Who did they play?
Win.
Right?
Yeah, they beat Portland.
It's been proven over time. Rick Adelman is not a big game coach.
Now, that's true. That's true.
You got Chuck Daly versus Rick Adelman. See what I'm saying?
I think the only reason the trade even worked, Mark.
Portland had a better team, though.
Who had a better team?
Portland.
Then who?
You had Clyde, you had Buck Williams, you had Kevin Duckworth, you had Porter. Come on, man.
No. Like,
did you hear the 4 players I just said?
You need 3. You need Buck.
You had Kevin Duckworth, you had Buck Williams, you had Jerome Kersey, you had Clyde and Clyde, and you had Porter.
The first 3 you just said are the reason why Detroit is better. Don't get me wrong.
The Worm is better than all 3 of them.
I'm not gonna say all that.
I think it's better than all 3 of them. He really is. He really is.
Defensively, yeah.
Better than all 3 of them.
Buck Williams at the top of his game is a top 10 power forward in the league.
And he was when they was in the championship.
He's the top of his game. But Duckworth is 5. Duckworth is garbage. That's just Jerome Kersey.
And this is the 89.
Duckworth Lane Beer. This is Duckworth Lane Beer. Who you going
here?
Duckworth. I'm going with Duckworth. Yes.
How?
Duckworth.
Lane Beer's a double-double. Lane Beer's a double-double.
Right.
So was Duckworth. You just said Lane Beer. Lane Beer outplayed him in that series because Duckworth had never finished. I think he had experience.
He's better.
He's better.
He's Kersey, the most overrated small forward ever.
What did Kevin Duckworth do?
Lane Beer got the head game. Lane Beer has a head game in these players. I'm talking about
Sally
actual
and Rodman.
athletic.
Sally and Rodman. What? Adrian Dantley, Sally and Rodman, Dumars, Zeke.
They're not. Come on. What's Terry Porter going to do with goddamn Joe Dumars?
The same fucking thing. Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson came in there and gave
the microwave. It's a wrap. Who Portland have off the bench?
Cliff Robinson.
There you go. He's not fucking with the
microwave. What was Portland's problem with all of that talent? We have a garbage coach in big game situations.
I don't think it was. They just didn't have. Now the way y'all mentioned it, the way y'all brought it up, yes, it wasn't a coach. It was definitely Detroit was deeper.
And I'll go back to your original.
But here's. Let's get back on track though. Because you asked me about
no. Before you go back to that, I like that you brought up the Mark McGuire thing. That a Mark McGuire trade with the Pistons only works because he's boys with Z. If you're not boys with the best player on the team, the shit ain't not gonna fucking work. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. So the coach has nothing to do with that. The coach has nothing to do with that. Your team has to miss. The players have to miss.
He okay to trade too?
No, because not so much. When he comes into the locker room. You coming in as the star already. You're already Mark McGuire. Any player on that level. Once you come into the locker room, you have to understand the dynamics of the locker room. You have to understand that, hey man, we follow our coach here. Even though we police ourselves, we got a bomb ass coach and we follow what this mother does. The team is gonna let you know, like, hey man, we don't even know what the fuck we do. You don't know the game, blah 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 blah. He ain't never played.
True.
I don't know if I would give that probably about 33%, and then meshing with the players 66%. That's how I break that up.
Players, but you got to get it. You got to understand how.
Yeah, you don't
got to understand.
You don't get.
I'm telling you, we just brought you here, man. All I need you to do is just play your role at rebound.
Okay.
I don't want you to do nothing else.
Yeah.
But when O was in Dallas, O averaged 20 and 10.
Right.
Man, the fuck?
Yeah.
You want a ring?
Yeah.
You're gonna come over and you're gonna rebound.
Yeah. That's what the players will say. That's what the players told him. Players told him, look, we need you to score because we got defense, we got rebounding. We don't need you to handle all the other stuff. We got players that can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically, and he had to fit into that. Coaching telling him.
Talking about Kawhi. Talking about Kawhi, right?
No, I'm talking about McGuire.
Oh.
Mark McGuire. We're still on the Pistons.
Yeah.
When they brought him in.
Yeah,
he even said it.
I
didn't hear what you say.
Please call him Mark Aguirre.
He screwed up the way you pronounce the last name and shit.
Aguirre. Mark Aguirre.
Like it was on steroids.
Right.
He wasn't on steroids.
I get your point with that. To me, to bring it back to the Bulls and bring it back to coaching, I wasn't a fan. It's just Krause. You made some great decisions, but look what you do. Look what you do. Your coach wins 5 straight championships or 5 championships when you have a healthy Jordan throughout a whole full season. Then you put him out. We're going to fire him after this season publicly. You said that before the season even starts. Then you do that with the second best player in the fucking league. You lowball fucking the GOAT. You don't want to pay Micheal. And then you bring in some Croatian dude that you say is better than the motherfuckers you already got. And you got the 2 best players in the league. There's a lot of other shit with Krause that haven't been talked about. Everybody doesn't want to speak about. Krause was a motherfucker, man. He was in their face. He loved them. But behind their back, he trying to trade the second best player in the league. Come on.
Yeah, that was foul. 3 and 4. They got into that. How he did Pippen.
The second best player in the league.
At that time, he was,
man.
At
that time, he was number 2. Jordan and Pippen were number 1 and 2 through 91, 92, 93.
Yes, who was that? Who was that in this guy?
Isaiah was. It was a lot of guys who was on that level.
Isaiah wasn't in the league in 96.
Talking about the 90s.
Barkley
was not better than Pippen. Barkley was not better than Pippen.
Barkley didn't.
I'm saying guys who was on that level. Scotty wasn't considered the second best player in the league. Not to me.
He was.
And I was a Scotty.
I think he was. He was the second best player in the league.
How was he not? If you were
hands down.
How did you not consider him the second best player in the league?
Because I know when number 33 for the Pistons came in the league, Scotty wasn't considered the second best player in the league. Grant was considered better than Scotty off the top.
He wasn't though. He was compared to Grant. I remember who said Grant Hill was better than Scotty fucking Pippen.
Yeah. I don't know who said that.
Huh?
Grant Hill? No. I never heard that. Grant Hill was not better than Scotty.
He was the co-rookie.
He had the potential. He had potential. He never reached his potential to be better.
At the peak of the league.
What did you say, Rob?
He had the potential, but he never reached it. He had the potential. He got hurt in '97. And he was never the same.
Never reached it. You know he didn't.
96 or 97. He never reached it.
So I don't know about y'all, but if you have
wait a minute,
you ain't seen it, but if you think you sad about or you feel some type of way,
no, I wasn't sad. I just want to hear. I just want to see more locker room shit. Get off crowds.
They gonna
get off crowds. Wait a minute. And 3 and 4, they didn't cross bash. They actually went into the locker room. They went behind the scenes with Dennis. I like that. They went into more of how Jordan handles his players. I like that. They went to more on how Pippen was screwed over for his contract. I like that. And what I didn't like, which is what we were talking about, and this is what my question for you.
Okay.
Because I got this stance, and I'm sure Damon got the same stance too.
Okay.
The way Pistons walked off the court in '91 without shaking the Bulls' hand.
Okay.
Now here's I'm on the Isaiah side.
Okay, of course you are.
Until Isaiah bitched out and said the opposite. I wish I hadn't done that. I'm like, no, dude, man up, stand up on what you did. Yeah. And then he tried to make it look like it wasn't all his fault. I'm like, Isaiah, you bitched out, dog. Right. Bitched out. Stand on it. Even though you didn't make the original.
I understand why he's saying that. Because that's what I was saying before. This is my vantage point. Him saying, I wish I wouldn't have did that is a reflection of how his legacy is looked at. Isaiah ain't held in the esteem and the regard as he should be. Isaiah is super cold when it comes to being a point guard.
He's one of my top 5 players.
A point guard is on NBA TV every day.
No. I understand that. No. It's a lot of people.
That's different though. That's different. We're talking about his legacy. Like when he goes into the Hall of Fame.
Isaiah's name should be mentioned immediately after Magic Johnson, if not at the same time. Isaiah is that nice. When it comes to playing point guard, his handle, oh my God, Isaiah's handle was like Curly Neal.
I mean, he still got the record in the finals for the most points scored in a quarter. And the dude did it on a hurt ankle. Isaiah, dog.
Look, here's the thing. What you're not going to get from me is somebody who's going to turn his Zeke. I'm not here to turn his Zeke. I just know that I don't think he gets slept on. It's like it's always, when you look at the 80s superstars, you got Dr. J, you got Kareem, but it's always Magic, Larry, and Zeke. I mean, he doesn't get
Magic and Larry and Zeke dethroned them. That's what I get. It's Magic and Larry, like you said, but Zeke dethroned them.
But since all the extra shit went on, they don't talk about that.
It's not because the extra shit, he never made it back to the playoffs.
No, I'm not. You can't follow.
He got hurt though. Remember, he got hurt, and that's when his season he finished his career. He got hurt. I was Isaiah fan.
Say what? Right?
I'm an Isaiah fan. So he never went back because after he got hurt, he retired. Remember, Isaiah tore his Achilles in '92.
Yeah.
Okay. He only played 12 seasons. He was 32 when he retired.
Let's just do like this. Let's do like this. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna use a phrase that y'all know who says this phrase. Let's just cut across the track. We know the real reason why Zeke don't get the love that y'all think he should get. Well, as a matter of fact, let's just clarify this shit. Do you agree with Coach? Do you agree with Coach?
Yes. Wholeheartedly.
Okay. And why is it that he does not get the love he should get?
I say
because of Jordan. Because of Jordan.
Okay.
Because of Jordan. It's because of Michael Jordan.
Say it again. Go ahead, Rob.
Because of Michael Jordan.
No.
Plain and simple. It's Michael Jordan.
What else? There is not just that incident where Zeke has put his foot in his mouth or has done some shit that he wishes.
I know you're talking about that. That was after the fact, though. That was no. That was before.
That was before. Okay.
What else you talking about?
He's talking about what happened in Boston.
What he said about Larry Bird?
Yeah.
Well, he never said that. He just backed Dennis Rodman.
Exactly.
Dennis Rodman said it.
Exactly.
He got the
caught major heat for that. He caught major heat for that.
He caught heat because he was the leader of the team.
He caught, and the reason why he caught major heat for it is because he agreed with what Rodman said. When Rodman said, he backed him up. And was he lying? No, he wasn't lying. He's telling the truth. But the thing about it is, Zeke is known for putting his foot in his mouth and saying some shit that he shouldn't say or doing some shit he shouldn't have done. The reason why he's catching a lot of heat right now is because he's blaming the Celtics for him not shaking hands with Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Blaming him? He's right, though. I agree with that.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Larry Bird didn't shake his hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. You should be watching this fucking thing. So hush.
Larry Bird didn't shake his hand. That's funny. Hush.
Say what, Rob?
You're like, hush.
Right,
no, because I haven't seen him catching any heat anywhere.
Hush.
Where's he catching heat at?
Yeah, okay, anyway.
Yeah, he did, because he said that. That's one of the things he said. He's like, if you look at the year before, when we finally beat the Celtics, I had to go chase them down. They were walking off without shaking hands.
Yes,
and that's what he said.
He's catching heat for bringing that up in the documentary instead of just standing on it as a man and being like, look, like you said, I did it. I said I regret it, but I do it again because that's what he should have stood up. But see, he always says, after he catches heat for some shit, I wish I would have done it a different type of way. And to me, it's like, come on, Zeke. But then okay, you have regret. I get why he feels like that. I'm not so clear cut on it. A lot of people are like you are, and like a lot of people are because he's catching heat from it right now, bro. I'm saying I get Zeke having regrets for it and wishing he did it a different way. You know what I'm saying?
That's not even how the story even went down, though. It was a 3 seconds left.
Yeah, Danley was at the top.
And the fans,
we know that they're coming into the Last Dance. We know.
And what I'm saying is,
but Celtics still left. Larry Bird left quick as fuck though.
Because what I'm saying is this: because one thing that I always remember from that game, I remember Kevin Micheal dapping him up.
He dapped him up.
He chased Kevin up. He called his name.
Yeah, yes, he did.
He did. You watched it. You
had to
see it.
go get dude in that.
I just posted this scene on Facebook the other day. I
know the scene.
He tracked him down. He said, "Yo," you can hear him. He was like, "Yo, Kevin." Kevin turned around and then gave him 5.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin had already walked. He was headed to a spot.
Wait a minute.
You've heard this in different documentaries before.
Can he not stand there and talk to him and tell him, go ahead and beat
He didn't stand there. He was walking away while he was talking. When did he walking away from?
Well, he was walking away, but he did stop. And you're right. They said something together.
He talked to him and told him, go ahead and beat LA. Then he dapped him.
He half-assed stopped.
But he stopped though. He had
starters off the court.
Yeah.
When they
stopped though.
They saw that the clock was going to run out. Yeah. KD Jones sent them off because he got the same thing that happened in Boston was happening in the Silverdome.
More importantly, you would be a great attorney because you love to put yourself in the mud of a fucking conversation. The little stupidest fucking detail. You want to just hold on to that when everybody knows that he had to literally go get dude before he walked off. He said
he tracked him down, Damon. He tracked him down.
The Lakers, he dapped him up and he gave him a little dap and walked off. He like half that stop.
Of course he had to stop. He really looked.
Here's the thing, Rob, I'm about to get him. You didn't see it all the way live because when you watch it live, they show them walking off. They show Dantley at the free throw line. In the next cut scene is they cut to them talking. You don't see how it actually goes. You have to go by what they tell you. Come on, man.
I saw the game.
I watched the game with my mama too. I'm saying.
Isaiah did track. Isaiah calls him.
Bro.
Isaiah calls him. He turns around. He is headed. If Isaiah hadn't called, here's the thing, Damon. If Isaiah hadn't called him,
he wouldn't have
came. They would have shook hands.
He would have dipped the fuck. You know that. And I don't know where that. And I guess that I saw something on Twitter talking about that was a tradition started earlier in the 80s. I don't know who did it. I don't know. It could have been started by the fucking Celtics in the 60s. I don't know. Shit.
But my point is,
teams always get off the floor because the fan. Remember, it wasn't fan control. The fans will always rush the floor. So that's why teams always just walked off without shaking hands.
That was a good excuse.
And that's good. That leads to my point.
In the Pistons, as far as what went on in that situation, when they walked off, like I said before, it was really a sign of the fact that they did not respect the Bulls. That's why they played the way they played against them. Mm-hmm. They didn't respect them because they saw that the same thing we did to Boston, they just did to us. They just came right and just passed us. Yeah. They're more athletic.
No, I disagree with that.
When you don't acknowledge somebody, you know within your heart you're better than me. Mm-hmm. And I don't even want to shake your fucking hand, man. Damn, y'all better than us.
It's deeper than that, Damon.
This is why you. Wait a minute. Let me ask you this, because I'm trying to remember, but I'm not sure. The game when they walked off. The game when they walked off, was that a sweep?
Yeah, it was a sweep. They won 4 straight.
We don't respect y'all. We mad as fuck, and we don't respect y'all.
But that's not it, Damon.
If you sweep me, I gotta own up. Man, you better than me. Mm-hmm. Now I'm realizing you better than me.
I disagree. This is the crucial point that you're missing. Do we not agree that the Pistons are champions?
Yeah, 2-time champions at the time.
2-time champions. Repeat. They are in that era. Only the Lakers have repeated.
Them and the Lakers.
So we're champions.
Hold on. Before you make that.
No. Let me finish. Here's my point. Wait.
They have been 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals, right?
No, only three. Only three. Oh, Eastern Conference. So Eastern Conference. You're right.
They were the team in the East.
Right.
To make your point.
Wait, who had?
Do we?
Have been the 4 straight conference.
They've been to 4 straight. They lost
Make your point.
86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. They 5 straight.
No, 96.
Yeah, you're right. It's 87, 88, 89, 90.
88, 89.
And 91. It's 5 straight. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. They went 5 straight.
All right, go ahead.
And here's my point. I'm a champion. Show me respect. What did the Bulls say to them? Micheal was in the paper saying, the Pistons are bad for basketball. The Pistons are trying to hurt me and injure my career. The Pistons foul too much. The Pistons are thugs. He never gave them any respect. And then on game 4, this is why you need to watch the series. You would know that Jordan did this. Jordan went to the grave in Detroit and danced on it and said, this is the Pistons. So what kind of respect is that?
Okay.
What kind of respect is that? Oh, that wasn't in the series. That was in the Bad Boys 30 for 30. My fault.
What do you mean? I saw that Bad Boys documentary.
That was in the Bad. Yes, Jordan. You saw all the posts that he made in the paper. Everything he said about them. You didn't know that this is what he did. He went to the Detroit cemetery and danced on it and said, "This is what's going to happen to the Pistons."
What? That means
he did not do no shit like that.
You didn't give me no respect. Yes, he did.
He did not do. Okay, I got a point for that.
You didn't give me any respect. You didn't give me any respect. So why should I give you
every time he shook their hand though? After every time they got swept or beat by Detroit, he didn't. When they were physically beating the shit out of him, which they were, and he said it in the papers. Why wouldn't he say it in the papers? Because it was the truth. When they were beating his ass, fouling him too much, and they had that thuggish ass basketball. And when he
it was thuggish basketball. No, it was not. It was basketball. That's how they played back then.
How do you not respect them? He shook their hands every time. How was it?
That's how they played back then. Do you not remember the clothesline and having a rampage against the Celtics and the Lakers?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Detroit, Chicago.
It's basketball.
We're talking about Detroit, Chicago.
It's not thuggish. I mean, they played hard back then. That's my point.
No. I understand the 80s were different, but the way they played, the way the Bad Boys played Mike was different. They physically would be
not different. They played hard.
It's sportsmanship.
No.
That's simple.
No.
That's why I brought up the point about them.
That was different.
Being to 4 or 5 straight conference
so.
finals. When you realize that your run is over, and it's over, you realize that like we know we ain't gonna be coming past them.
Yeah.
It's a difference between 3 years ago when we beat them, and we knew they were still trying to learning. But now these motherfuckers have learned, and they have sent us home. We know our shit is over.
Mm-hmm.
You have to respect the game and respect them and shake their hand because we better than you now.
Right.
Hey, if you want it, you gotta give it.
Let me ask you a question. And you tell me if this is the truth, or because I really don't know. Has it ever been a time when you beat your oldest brother in a game of bucket?
Ralph? No.
Damn, word.
Now,
Shit.
Hold on.
Damn, seriously?
Hold on.
Wow.
The day when that happened.
Wow.
The day when that happened.
Wow.
He won't play me now, so I won't get to not shake his hand.
Oh, so now it's even more deep.
But here's the point. I'll use a better example. Because you know Trigg.
Right.
We know Trigg, right? You know, Trigg was that nigga. Trigg didn't like anybody when he played. I hated playing Trigg because Trigg always talked shit, and he never gave anybody no respect. The day I beat him, that nigga still won't mention it. He still won't mention it.
That's his point with Detroit.
That's my point with Detroit. Hey, so what? You beat me. I don't give a fuck.
That's his point with Detroit. But your point. Go ahead.
But face to face, because I know Trigg.
That's why I mentioned that.
Would dap you up.
Hey, if we had Hooters, yeah, but on the court, no.
Hold up. I know
you know
Trigg.
that.
I know a Trigg that coached basketball. He coached my son. Y'all know, was he dark skinned?
Look like Bobby Brown.
He's dark skinned. Look like Bobby Brown. His name Theodore.
Look like a broke ass Bobby Brown. Well, not broke ass, but you know what I'm saying.
You look like Bobby Brown.
Yeah, I know he coached for man. Okay, he's not that good a coach. He's not that good a coach.
Hey, but on the court, that nigga was the truth.
Yeah,
He got a
Hey,
son.
I beat him.
He got a son that
Hey, I
really.
beat him. His son got a river.
Son that really. He, matter of fact, he hit a game winner this year.
I know for the sophomore.
Oh, it was pretty. It was pretty. Well, it was on the left wing. It was a 3 bottoms. And he called it on camera too. Oh, it was nice.
Oh, that's stupid.
Nice.
I saw his post.
Nice, boy. When you
I saw his post. He was happy about it.
Father like son on it.
Well,
and that's my point. When I beat him, he never dapped me. When I beat him, he never dapped me. Like Bulls beat Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit never dapped me.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't have a rivalry like that?
We did have a rival. Me and Trey almost
we're not going to tell that because nobody knows that dude besides us. So we're not going to stay on that. But more importantly,
my point is when a champ gets dethroned, if you don't give him the respect, why should they give you respect?
Your point is null and void. His point is valid. Listen. I said it before. I'll say it again. I 100% agree with Coach on this because he's telling you the truth.
Sportsmanship?
Huh?
Because of sportsmanship?
They had horrible sportsmanship. That's the point. And also, when I dap you up and give you your props and shake your hand, every year you beat me. Some years you sweep me. Other years you take me to 7 games. Other years I take you to 7 games and I lose to you, but I still give you I do that for you. You can at least be man enough to return the favor and do it to me. And especially the way Zeke, when he walked off the court, like he was kind of ducking and shit, like he was hiding away from motherfuckers. Like, dude, like what the fuck? He was, but that was a low blow, bro.
Look at it from
he did the manly thing every year. But you can't do it.
You gotta look at it from a different sense like this also.
They should have done it.
When you don't respect the game is going to humble you in any kind of different way, shape, or form. It's going to humble you. Now, the way they got humbled is the fact that how they got sent home, and also how history looks at them. Y'all should get way more respect than what y'all did for the run that y'all had. Y'all ended Boston run. Y'all ended the Lakers run. Y'all was holding down Jordan. Yeah. Y'all don't even get looked at the way y'all should though, because of the way y'all handled yourselves. Yeah. If you don't walk off the court like that, you're looked at in a much better light.
He's right about that. He's right about that.
Remember they won back to back.
Yeah.
The Lakers won back to back, and then they went back to back.
He might have even been on the damn dream team if he didn't do that shit like that off the court.
Definitely
and to me, I
agree with that. He would have been on the dream team.
Yeah, I think if he didn't do that, I think he would have been on the damn dream team. I don't think that was the worst thing in the world that Zeke has done. I think I like Zeke, and Zeke is one of my favorite players ever, but Zeke has said some fucked up shit. Like, he still don't like Scottie Pippen to this day. He acting like Scottie Pippen ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So you want to talk about somebody giving somebody respect. He's still publicly on NBA goddamn TV will clown Scottie Pippen to this day. You know what I'm saying?
That
was the point I was making. Like you said, it's all right. Like you said, Jordan, Barkley, you can say I ain't on the team. Pippen,
right?
How you gonna say I ain't on the team?
That's it right there. That's it right there.
I've been putting it down since 1980.
That was the quote right there.
But he's right though. Pippen only got on there. Pippen only got on there because Mike.
Whoa, what? Huh? Huh?
Pippen is only on there, the dream team, because Mike didn't want Zeke on the team.
Oh God!
Plain
No.
simple.
Hold on. No. You
said
Stockton's on there, fool, not Scottie fucking Pippen.
That's why Stockton's on the team.
That's why Stock is on there. That's why John's on there.
I would probably have Stockton over.
No, you would not.
Over Zeke?
No, you wouldn't.
The guy got 18,000 assists, man.
What is he doing, man? I can't understand him.
At that time, in 1991, 1992.
I'm dead, bro.
Not have done.
I'm dead, bro.
18,000. Y'all looking at? Here, listen. Wait a minute.
No.
Yes. This is what you listen to. This is what I need you to listen to.
For real.
The
That makes no
Dream Team happened when? What year?
91, 92.
Stop it.
Okay, so you're gonna say so? Scottie Pippen was the best player in '92.
Stop talking.
So right, so Scottie Pippen was the best player, and he was the best player from only being in the league for 4 years. That's what you're telling me.
Say it again.
He was only in the league for 4 years, so he's the best player. That's what you're telling me.
Who?
Scottie Pippen.
He was one of the best players in the league. Yeah.
So he was better than. So after 4 years, he was better than Stockton. That's what you're telling me. Stockton, who's been in the league
It was different
for 10
positions.
years.
They were different positions.
Yeah.
They were
He was better. I'll say it.
They
Yeah.
were going by point guard.
Years.
They were going by point guard, shooting guard, small
You
forward.
think John Stockton was better than Scottie Pippen in
Not for. Yes, because he was leading the league in assists for 6 straight years.
Oh my God.
Stockton. He was on.
He was only
7 straight NBA all-time first time. How many?
What are you talking about? Man?
Scottie Pippen got on the Dream Team with how many All-Star appearances?
No. Look at it.
Like 3?
Answer that question. No, he didn't have any. He didn't have any. His first All-Star was in '91.
That wasn't his first All-Star. That wasn't.
Yes, it was. He was on. It was 91. It might have been 92. He was only All-Star once for Dream Team. I'm about to show you. I'm about to prove it.
You got to look at it from while you're looking it up. You got to look at it from this perspective.
Wow.
Since John Stockton was in the league,
Wow.
since he was in the league, only from '84 to '91, can you say John Stockton was better than Isaiah Thomas from '84 to '91? When especially in '84, he didn't even do anything in his rookie year.
No. Oh, then what the fuck are you
Jordan's not better. No, I'm just saying that Scottie Pippen got on there because Jordan didn't want Zeke.
I wanted Kevin Johnson instead of John Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to know?
Here, I'm looking it up now. Scottie Pippen's first All-Star was '92. So he's only on there once in 4 years. You want to tell me he's the top 50?
No. Well, yeah, he's top 50 all time. We know that.
In 4 years. In '92.
Yeah,
I'm talking about '92.
Yeah, he should have been top 50.
Yes, he was.
He should
In
have been.
'92.
How was he not top 50?
Oh, in '92. In '92. Oh,
The top 50 came out in what year? In '92?
No, it came out in
92.
96.
No, it came out in '92. It came out Dream Team. It came out Dream Team. They said these are the top 50 players.
Slow down. Y'all saying too much shit. So you saying too much shit. First off, how the fuck are you comparing a forward to a point guard? That doesn't make any sense. The fucking comparison is Isaiah and Stock. That's the fucking comparison, obviously. And then second, what is it? Scottie Pippen in '96 was damn always a fucking.
It's not '96 though. It's '92. Don't give him those 4 years. We're talking '92. Right, and that with the Dream Team.
Top 50 didn't come out until '96. You said top 50.
Okay, well, my fault. Well, '96. I'm talking about '92 Dream Team. Isaiah wasn't on there because Pippen.
No, he wasn't on there because of Stockton. He wasn't on there because of Stockton. Stockton took that spot. What are you saying?
No, unless you're talking about when Scottie Pippen was saying he didn't want him on the team.
Yeah, that's what you're saying because they had beef.
They had beef. Jordan and Pippen had beef with Zeke. Jordan said, I'm not playing with Zeke.
Yeah.
So his boy, Scottie, took his pace.
Okay. So you're saying that he's not on it. Do me a favor, bro. Get that light. That switch that's over there by the garage thing. It's over there in the corner on the left. What is it? So you're saying he wasn't on there because he had beef with he beefed with Mike and Scotty.
Yes.
Not because
Jordan said because ultimately the Dream Team was a decision. I can't remember who the coach was, but Jordan said I'm not playing if Isaiah plays. Jordan said that.
That's never been quoted, but that's been rumored, and I agree with it. But here's the thing: listen to what you're saying. Don't ever say some shit like Scotty wasn't, worthy to be on the Dream Team. Don't say no shit like that. Or Scotty wasn't as good as John Stockton. Don't say no crazy shit like that because that makes no fucking sense.
I didn't say he wasn't worthy. I'm just saying he wasn't more worthy than Zeke. He was obviously the replacement.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah, Scott, yeah. Zeke was better than Scotty. We get that, but
all I'm saying.
neither one of them wanted him on there. You know what I'm saying? But again, it comes down to if they would have handled that walk off a little bit different. You know, if you look at it different, and there's certain things that if Zeke didn't say them, it would have kept him to himself. That his persona in that team would be looked at better. They just would. I don't know why. Y'all know that's the truth. Can we do a show here and say everybody looking up shit? I mean,
my fault. I'm just verifying that he only had been.
Making sure that you have your facts. I mean, we have our facts.
He was there in 1990. He was not there in 91, and he was there in 92. So in 5 years, his first 5 years in the league, Scottie Pippen was only a two-time All-Star.
Okay. First off, that's a pretty good average. That's a pretty good average. And look how his career went. That's a pretty good average.
Pretty good average, but it's not a good average to say you're better than Stockton. Stockton, who had been on All-Star six straight seasons.
Was though, bro.
Why are you comparing a small forward and a point guard? It makes no sense.
You got to look at the All-Star. That's how you got to look at it. All-Star. Look at it. All-Star.
Playing two completely different positions.
Just get off that and go to the other thing you were going to say. Just get off.
That's like comparing Jason Tatum and John Morant.
For real.
Well, okay. We're talking about the All-Star. When Kevin Durant was not able to go to the All-Star game. No, I know what you said. We're talking about
positions.
We're talking about the All-Star team.
Compare two different positions.
Okay, but listen to this.
To do that,
Kevin Durant couldn't play in the All-Star, right? Who took his position? A guard. So he went from a small forward to a guard.
That's an All-Star, homie. That's an All-Star game. That's an exhibition.
That's what I'm talking about. The All-Star. They based it off. They based it off of All-Star.
You know, in the All-Star format, they don't do it like they used to, as far as two guards, two forwards.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah.
They don't do it the same way, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But you cannot compare. You know what? I think Dominique Wilkins was a nice ass player, but I'd rather have Mo Cheeks.
Right.
Wow. Now just see what it sounds like. I'm comparing a point guard. I'm comparing a pass first point guard to a high volume shooter. But if I'm comparing it as far as running teams, yeah, I want Mo Cheeks. But if I want someone who's going to give me buckets, I want Dominique Wilkins.
That's what
who's really good? Right. You know who's really good? Karl Malone's really great. And you know who I think is better than him? Stevie Franchise. Fuck out of here.
He rebounds good for his point guard.
Now you got to at least put an All-Star player in as a comparison.
Stevie
Franchise wasn't
an All-Star.
Like once.
More than once, bro. Come on.
Let's check it out.
We're not no ball. We're looking at ball.
Because I'm sure it's probably like once. Now, if you said AI, then of course, I agree.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll take AI.
I'll give you a contrast. I'll give you a contrast from All-Stars from the same position.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Magic Johnson was good. We're not doing it. Lafayette Lever, he got better triple doubles.
Fat Lever in the house. I like that.
They both play point guard. They both got triple doubles, but I'd rather have Magic get my triple double.
I have something for y'all. I got something to say to y'all. This is high off the glass. We talk about sports and marijuana, and this is
why you have to think about it?
Right.
Like we talk about sports and bro.
Because I'm high, motherfucker.
Did it slip your mind?
Say what?
How can it slip your mind? It's in your hand.
It literally did. It slipped because it's on the tray. The blunt is in my hand. I'm at a place right now, man, and I'm gonna throw this at both of y'all. And y'all probably gonna laugh at me. I don't give a shit what y'all reaction is, but I need some help to get through this. The same fucking feelings that I had in '98 when Jerry Krause, so fat, sorry, fucking cheap bitch ass, him and Reinsdorf, fuck both of them cheap, shitty motherfuckers. Krause and Reinsdorf, to this day, that's why the Bulls still ain't shit. Bulls wouldn't have been shit if Derrick Rose wasn't born in the state of Illinois. But anyways, the same.
Tell us how you really feel.
Say what?
I said, tell us how you really feel.
For real.
I was gonna say stop masking your feelings.
Right, it's the truth. It's the truth. The same feelings, the same distinct. Because see, back in the '90s, I loved the Bulls. My other team was the Celtics, but Bulls were number one because number one they had the GOAT, and number two we were trash. But I still loved the C's. C's were my squad. You know what I'm saying? When they played against each other, shit. I went for the GOAT. I went for the GOAT. I'm from there, so I can say whatever I want. I know, I'm sorry. I should. You shouldn't be offended. You shouldn't be offended.
What are we helping you with? You
know what I'm saying? Let me just tell the truth. So I was a huge Bulls fan. I was a GOAT fan. You know what I'm saying? I was all about the Bulls. Celtics too, but the Celtics were trash. But the feelings that I had back then.
Y'all had D. Brown.
Say what?
Y'all had D. Brown.
Well, we had some players. We had some dope ass players. Don't hate. Don't try to laugh.
Well, the dunk contest.
I still like them Rick Pitino teams that he fucked up. I like them Rick Pitino teams. Anyway.
Like McCarty.
You know what I mean?
Antoine Walker. He gave
y'all.
You know what I
mean? Oh, the whole fucking Kentucky squad, all them shits. Fuck yeah.
I know.
You know. Shit. So did we have Ron Mercer too? No, he was with the Bulls.
Yep.
I know we had Ron Mercer. Hell yeah. So anyway,
y'all had Kentucky 2.0.
We did. Literally. So like, and the way I started to distance myself from the organization and distance myself from the team, I'm starting to have, and it was literally why did I feel that way in '98? Because you had the greatest coach ever to coach basketball at the time, or I'm sorry, second. Red is number one. I'm sorry, red. It's always red. You had the second greatest coach ever. They told him your services are no longer needed. Mike was married to him. That was who he wanted to have a coach, to be his coach. Plus, he was dealing on 1-year contracts anyway. They barely wanted to pay him. Didn't want to pay fucking Scotty. That was evident, and didn't want to pay Dennis. So basically, they didn't want to pay nobody. Lost the whole organization. I'm having the same feelings 22 years later, right now, with the fucking New England Patriots, and I don't know what to do. It's some bullshit. We had the greatest goddamn quarterback ever. That dude, he up there.
And now he's
fucking.
And the greatest tight end, probably.
Our system was pristine. We held it together for 20 fucking years. And you don't want to pay this man, and you don't want to keep him on the team, and everything goes to shit. And you've been treating people like shit, but now you did it to your fucking franchise. It's crazy. I don't know what to do.
Let me say this.
Shit. Before you say anything. Fuck, man.
CeeDee Lamb has number 88. As far as Thank you.
CeeDee Lamb, baby. And we got the top corner.
Talking about.
And we got the top cornerback.
Squad, America's
and we got the top cornerback.
America's team, who is about to have 3 1,000-yard receivers.
We weren't talking about this American team. Huh?
Yeah, we talked. Since you brought up football, and you went on that nice soliloquy about that's fine. I want to talk about what the people really want to hear about.
Hear my violin.
You talking about?
CeeDee Lamb, man, we got the our draft is like 8+, dude. 8+.
CeeDee Lamb is a member of the 88 club.
What about CeeDee Lamb?
What? Top wide receiver in the draft.
NFL Rookie of the Year. One of that.
We're not here to talk about. We can talk about the cowgirls later.
You brought up football.
I know, but we didn't bring up the cowgirls.
I mean, you opened the door right away.
Let me help you.
We was trying not to even go there. He was trying. Intrinsically, I know he didn't want. Come on, man. He wanted to say. He's just like.
Here we go. Oh, let me help you out.
What is this football doing?
98 Bulls into the season. Jerry Krause not paying anybody, right? You mentioned that. You brought it up. But I think there's a
Eisdorf not paying nobody.
well, Reinsdorf and Krause, they fucked it up. But this is, I think, here's the component that people are missing. What happened the next season? Had a strike. There's a strike.
Strike
Remember
start
that?
season. Yeah. Lockout.
The starting season is a lockout. It's a lockout.
Good call. Yeah, not even strike.
It's a lockout. Lockout. Which means,
he was retired.
Oh, he retired again.
he retired. There's a lockout, which means the smaller market teams were losing money, and the big market teams were, they weren't suffering like the Charlottes and so there was a money shortage in certain areas. So the NBA had to do something. So there's a lockout. So of course, I can see from a business standpoint where Krause and Reinsdorf had to make some decisions on who they were going to pay and what was going to happen. So I'm not terribly I'm not terribly going to blame them for what was happening because I started 2020, but we know what was happening the next season. We didn't have basketball. We didn't have basketball till December the 25th.
They knew it was a lockout.
It was not a foregone conclusion. It was going to be a lockout. It was
Yes.
a surprise.
Yes.
We always thought they were going to be.
We thought that they were going to solve it, but they knew there were shortages in certain places. So I refuse to believe that the lockout. I refuse to believe that the lockout snuck up on them. The lockout didn't sneak up on them.
It was rumored to happen. But it wasn't like a foregone conclusion. And if that was the case, they didn't know that shit in they didn't know that in June.
Yes, they did. Omar, these guys run billion-dollar industries. You think they didn't know that that something was happening? You think all of a sudden they run billion-dollar industries? You think these businessmen did not know that something was coming in the forefront? They do that now.
They probably had an idea. They had an idea for it, and I'm not saying the lockout took everybody by surprise, but it wasn't it wasn't set in stone in summer '98. Oh, guess what? In about 3-4 months, y'all not gonna have an NBA season. That was not the fucking rumor. You can't tell me that.
They knew in '98 that they had to.
They know the year before that
what's going to happen
coming
following year.
Would likely have a lockout. They know that.
They know the following year what they need to do.
Well,
anyway, and my point is, if you look at the football season, of course, Tom Brady. No one knew Corona was going to hit like this. But we're not even. I doubt if we have a 2020 season. NFL.
If you do it, it's not going to start on time.
It's not going to start on time, and it's not going to be 16 games.
Yeah, who's he going to rush for 2,000 yards? I know that.
If there is a season, we definitely gonna be. Me and Damon definitely gonna be in Tampa in 21 because we won't be watching our boys play.
Yeah, no, you probably won't. But this is the thing I'm looking at. I seriously doubt, even if the CBA wasn't up in the NBA in '98 in summer '98, if the CBA was not up in '98, I still don't think. In no type of NBA, no contractual issues were going to come up between the players in the league in the fall or summer of '98. I still think they wouldn't have paid Phil, they wouldn't have paid Mike, they wouldn't have paid because everybody was on 1-year deals. They didn't want to pay no fucking body. They wanted all.
They didn't want to play. They was getting ready to strike. Oh, look at what their budget would have been. Look at what their budget would have been. 30 plus for Mike, 20 plus for Scott. Yeah, I did, but I'm talking about look at what their budget would have been with that if they wanted to keep them 5 people that you just mentioned.
I know.
They would have eclipsed over 100 million.
Okay, but guess what? They still would have won the championship. You think the Spurs? You think the Spurs would have beat them? No, the Spurs.
The Knicks would have.
The Knicks. That Knicks team even had Patrick Ewing. How the fuck were they gonna beat them? They barely got past. The other Pacers.
They had Marcus. The Knicks had Marcus Camby. They had Latrell Sprewell. They had Allen Houston. They had Nick.
Like a 7 8 team.
They barely got in there.
But you got to think about it. They were 8th seed with I think they only played 50 games. Their record was 27-23. The first place team had only won 35 games. So it wasn't like it was a big difference.
Okay, that's a good point.
Indiana was number 1, and they won 35. The Lakers were number 8, and they won 20.
So a New York Knicks team a New York Knicks team without Patrick Ewing was going to beat the Bulls.
Yes, with cold. They jailed at the right time. They was cold.
What?
Cats was cold. They jailed at the right time. They was
Oh
cold.
my God!
They went to the
He was on that team. He was hurt though. You don't remember? He was hurt in the finals.
He wasn't hurt. He came. He didn't start. He came off the bench. They had Marcus Camby that was the start. The center.
He didn't even start, man. I don't even think he played in that final at all.
It was Marcus Camby that was doing most of the work.
Be honest with you, I think Patrick only played like maybe one game.
I remember that shit.
If that.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My point is,
fucking play.
But it was so close. I mean, Indiana had like 34, 35 wins. Second seed was like 33. Third seed was like 31, like 29. 28.
If anybody was going to beat the Bulls, if anybody's going to beat the Bulls, it wasn't going to be no fucking Spurs or that beat up ass Knicks team. It'll be the Pacers. I'll give it to them. But it wasn't going to be nobody else.
There were some guys who had played 5 years in a row and they were old.
The Rockets.
Michael Jordan was 37.
You don't think the Rockets would have gave him any work? Well, I'll answer your question, but I'll answer your question right now. The Rockets weren't there. The Spurs were. Anyway, what'd you say, Rob?
No, I'm talking about the 2 years.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 99. We're talking about 99 season. You know what I'm saying? If you look at that season, that it would be Pacers, Knicks, Spurs, and who did the Spurs play in the Western Conference Finals that year? I don't even think they played Houston.
They beat the Knicks. Spurs beat the Knicks. Spurs beat the Knicks.
They probably played.
Spurs beat the Knicks. They beat the Knicks. And then in the finals they beat Houston. They beat Houston. They beat Houston. They beat Houston in the finals.
Yeah,
Utah. See it.
It's either you. I think it was Houston.
Utah.
They beat Houston. That's what I said. They beat Houston.
It might have been that Houston team because Houston remember they got fucking Barkley. They got who else did they get?
Portland. Remember that Portland team that had all the talent, with Bonzi Wells and all the Steve Smith.
Oh shit, yup.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was a good ass team. Speaking of that team, God, I wanted that team to win with Scotty so bad. Oh, I wanted just to show all the people that used to hate on Scotty. Look at motherfucker, he won without Mike. Fuck ya. Oh man, I wanted him to. Oh,
who was their coach?
Rick Alderman, old back ass.
You said it.
So, yeah, man. I'm not gonna.
That's my point. It was that season. The Bulls' salary would have been like how Golden State is now, and at that time, I think that's like insurmountable. To think of 4 players making over $20 million.
They could afford it. Number one, the motherfuckers are just cheap. They could afford it, and then second, again, what I said before was even if there was no CBA, CBA. Coming up, no CBA contract issues that were about to come up, they still wouldn't have paid them. Even if it was going to be a full NBA season, listen to my point. Even if it was a full NBA season and no CBA collective bargaining shit, they still wouldn't have paid them because they didn't want to pay them. That's what it was. They
because they didn't want to be the trailblazers for five players or 5 people on the team having over $20 million.
Why would you not want that? You just won 3 straight championships with this team. Come on, Rod.
Their core was old. Dennis Rodman was 36. Jordan was 37. It's not guaranteed. It wasn't a guarantee.
It was over. So, Rodney,
it wasn't a guarantee that. Well, here's my point. It wasn't a guarantee that they was going to go to the finals next year. Indiana pushed them to 7 games in '98.
Yeah, sure. Indiana was the only team ever to push them to 7 games in the goddamn playoff. They were the only team to do that on the championship run. So come on.
So look at for that one. So I'm paying 5 people $20+ million when I will probably lose to Indiana next year.
You don't fucking know that. All you know is you've been kicking their ass every year. So you mean to tell me you wouldn't have paid them?
Kick Indiana's ass.
If you were Krause, you wouldn't have paid them. You wouldn't have paid them.
I would have, if I was Krause, what I would have done, I would have checked the water first to see what they wanted rather than opening my mouth and saying, I'm not going to do it.
You knew what they wanted. That's why you could say you didn't. So it's either yes or no.
I didn't know what they wanted. I didn't know what they wanted. I would trust my ability to negotiate to see if I can say, hey, Scotty, I know you want 20, but would you be happy with 12 so that we can bring everybody back? Or, hey, Jordan, I know you want 35. Would you be happy with 30 so we can bring everybody back? I would have tried to negotiate rather than just saying, no.
I'll tell you what happened because I was, like I told you, I was an avid Bulls fan back then. There was no negotiation. They didn't want to.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. You asked me what if I was Cross, what I would have done. That's what I would have done. I would try to negotiate to bring everybody back.
True.
I wouldn't even feel. I wouldn't just cut the cord.
You wouldn't have cut the cord.
I would try to. Right. I wouldn't try to negotiate to get them happy. That's my point. I wouldn't negotiate to see if I could get them happy. And if they didn't work, then fine.
So you would have been cool with not paying them. Just say it.
I would have tried to negotiate. If I couldn't meet what they wanted, then yeah, I wouldn't have done it.
Oh, you tripping.
Looking at it a little bit.
Good God, I thought you knew sports, man.
Hold up. Looking at it from the point of view that he's coming from a little bit, looking at it like that. When I'm deciphering it, when you're looking at it from that management point of view, and you're thinking about it like, okay, we've had an 8-year winning run plus 3 other years of trying to
10 years. Listen to what I'm saying. The entire 90s.
Let me make a point. So when you're looking at it from the general manager's point of view, and you're seeing like, okay, we know we got Mike.
Yeah, you're right. 98.
We know we got Mike. We seeing how other dynasties end. They didn't have them. Listen to what I'm saying. They didn't seen Boston. They didn't seen the Lakers. They know runs usually don't go past 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? They looking at it from the management is looking at it like, man, like
that's a good point. Good point.
Whooping their ass. They took us to 7 games.
But they didn't even get a full 10 out of what they had. They could have went 2 more years like
They didn't get a full 10.
They didn't get a full 10. The Celtics and the Lakers just got a full 10. They was kicking ass. The Bulls didn't even get a full 10 because they were so fucking cheap.
You saying they didn't get a
Why
full 10?
y'all making excuses for these cheap motherfuckers?
You're saying
the Lakers
of winning. I'm saying they run together had been 10 years. Management is just looking at it
you're right, but
like you said,
they
like I said, they knowing they got Jordan. But damn, like you said, Rodney, you at the top of your game, but damn, dog, you 37 now.
They didn't know if they had Jordan because Jordan was on a 1-year too.
They knew they could keep Jordan.
They didn't know that.
They knew Jordan wasn't going
They
nowhere.
weren't going to keep him unless they paid Phil. He was married to Phil. That was the whole thing. You know that. If you remember so fucking much, you know what I mean? If you remember so
that's a good point though, O. Look at the run that a team had.
Mike was a free agent.
Usually
where he wanted to go.
I understand that, but what I'm saying,
you got to look at a team's run. The Lakers, like you said, the Lakers 6 years, Celtics 6 years, Pistons 6 years, and yes,
they weren't even team. They looking at it like, man, this cash cow been going together for fucking 13 years. We know we got Mike, but these other niggas we've been putting around them. These niggas is old now.
They said no to the GOAT too. You don't say no to this motherfucker too. You don't say no.
I'm not saying they didn't make any mistakes. I'm not saying that, dog.
I'm just saying you asked what you asked our decision makers. I'm trying to look at
vets around him. They didn't have youngsters around him. They had straight vets around him. So I got to give this motherfucker money.
Name a young player that's on the Bulls. Name a young player that's on the Bulls in 98.
That's what makes Phil.
Name a young player that was on the Bulls in 98.
Because Phil don't develop players. You playing Texas system. You don't develop players. He did develop players. Phil even said it himself. Phil said it himself. I wouldn't be as good as a coach I am if I didn't have Mike and if I didn't have Shaq and Kobe. Phil, think about it. Phil never played them players.
Yeah, he always put it on the system.
Harper was a
Omar, no, he did. Damon is right. He is right. Because what did Phil say?
He played for the Red Brown.
That makes no sense. Phil Jackson can develop players. Shit.
No. Oh, he even said it in episode 4. He said, "I put the bulk of my confidence in the triangle."
Yeah, he said that, but also
Texas.
Also,
triangle.
Don't act like
the player.
X's and O's. Don't act like Phil Jackson.
No, I didn't say that.
And I'm sorry. If you can manage those,
that's different. That's different from developing a player.
Manage those type of egos. If you can manage those type of egos with them cats on the Bulls and Shaq and Kobe and win all them championships, You some type of developmental coach to me. I'm sorry.
You got Shaq and
You got
Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe. Come on, oh, you got Shaq and Kobe. Oh my God.
To manage those egos to win.
And Kobe.
It was hard to do that. They only got 3 out the deal.
You got Shaq and Kobe. Think about it. You got Kobe still.
You only got 3 out the deal. You could have got more.
Okay.
Could have got more. You know,
look at this.
Shaq won 3 straight
The best
MVPs.
shooting guard of all time and the second best shooting guard of all time. You got the chance to coach.
Yeah, let Rodney talk.
You can coach the best 2 shooting guards ever.
I ain't heard you in like 10 minutes, Rod. Go ahead.
You got Shaq and Kobe. Come on, oh.
Yeah.
This is like you saying, hey yo, I ain't got no cash, but you at Fort Knox with a gold bullion behind your back. That's what you were compared to.
Out of the fridge, bro.
Oh, bro.
Of course,
Y'all high as hell. I'm looking at y'all eyes. Y'all high as motherfucker.
Oh, hell yeah. I need some
Shaq and
water,
Kobe.
too. I'm thirsty as fuck.
Then let me
Look, you can say that at Fort Knox analogy, but if my homie that works there has a backdoor key and that dude is Phil Jackson, I'm good. Dude, I don't think any coach could have done all that winning with them cats. It took a special type of individual to fucking deal with all them egos and have that triangle and know what to do, know what not to do. You think anybody could have won with Shaq and Kobe?
Yes. Yes.
First of all, when you're playing the triangle, you're playing the triangle with Shaq and Kobe on top of that. Not to mention,
built for it.
When Shaq leaves, you got Kobe and you got the best European player in the world, ironically.
Al Gasol.
I'm just saying,
You're a great coach.
Come on, he's not a great. His specialty is
Phil
not
Jackson's not a
player
great coach.
development.
Don't get me
No,
wrong.
his specialty is not player development. His
I'm not going
specialty.
to like he is a great
His
coach.
specialty.
He's a great coach.
But as far as player
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
You said he develops players. I say no. He develops that system. That's a difference.
I think he develops
There's
players some way.
There's a difference. He doesn't develop players. Because if he developed players, Randy Brown would have went somewhere else. And hey, Damon, why didn't Randy Brown go somewhere else and star?
Because he's Randy Brown.
Oh, he was on the field. Didn't Phil develop him?
Randy Brown.
Phil developed him though.
AKA Joe Brown.
No, I didn't say he developed them. I just said he played them cats. He said they play young dudes. No, they play young dudes. What I'm saying is that Phil is a great coach. If you tell me one of his players,
he's a great coach.
Listen. You asked Robert Ory, since y'all said Robert Ory. Hey, Robert Ory, were you a better player before or after you were coached by Phil Jackson? I bet you fucking money he said after. I'm just telling you, by man, you would have asked each one of his players. They all say I was a better basketball player after I was coached by him. I put money on that.
Robert Ory was making big shots in Houston as a youngster in the game.
You sure are right.
He was already certified before he even met Phil Jackson. You can't tell me shit, man. I done hit shots as get out of my face. I won back-to-back in 94, 95, Jack. You was in the league when I won. What can you tell me? You Coach Jordan, okay.
That selfish Sidney Dean attitude is why you never made it.
Robert Ory.
For the reference, motherfucker, I hit you with a real ass basketball reference.
Robert Ory got 7 rings. What are you talking about?
Robert Ory got 7 rings.
He got a
Three different teams.
He was doing it before he even got to LA.
Y'all are not listening to what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
What am I saying?
That being under Phil and actually being getting the chance to be coached by him made him a better player.
That's all I'm saying.
I understand that. But Robert Ory,
I don't think it made him a better player.
He was.
That's my point.
He was
When you come in the
already
game, you come in the door, you making shots like that.
Yeah, he was already a good player. He's in a good system.
Right.
Phil
He's already good. Let me ask you this. I put Phil and Belichick in the same arena. They work. They have a wonderful system. Corey Dillon was already cold. Before he came to New England, he was already cold. Corey Dillon.
Yeah, but
When he got to New England in that system, he just became a boss.
He didn't win shit till he came to New England.
That's not the point. We're talking about him.
The reason y'all got him.
Yeah, but it's just like Ron Artest. He was cold, but he didn't get.
Ron Artest wasn't cold.
Until he got to Los Angeles. He didn't win shit until he got to Los Angeles.
It's the system.
I'm just saying. Like real talk.
Which brings up an interesting point for me.
And back to the other players.
How do Georgia fans really feel about Ron?
He broke his rib.
He broke
Michael Jordan's rib.
Oh, but he said he knows so much about Mike.
When he do that?
What?
When he do that?
Where you been?
They did a scrimmage. They did a scrimmage, man. They did a scrimmage.
They haven't covered it yet, but they
He happened with
Washington.
No. Before when he was coming back, training.
He's coming back. When he Wizards
ran off the screen or something. You know he's working out with NBA players.
Yeah.
Ron Artest got that real. Yeah.
Was this when Mike was with the Bulls?
No, this is when he was coming back.
Yeah, he was just working out before the season.
He retired. He was coming back with the Wizards. He was working out with the pro players.
Oh,
Artest was one of the cats.
Damn, come on, Artest, motherfucker. Aggressive. Mike.
They wanted him. Throw them bows.
He hit him with a bow?
Yeah, right in the rib.
Queen's bitch in the house. That's fucked up. Now, Jordan fan.
You didn't know that, though?
Huh?
You didn't know that?
I did. He's from Queensbridge, so I fuck with him. And Ron Artest is dope. And he's a little crazy, but to me, like, Ron Artest is just another hybrid version of Rodman. Like who was able to. It was only two dudes who was able to control that Rodman type Artest crazy ass ego attitude, but was a savant on the court playing. Chuck Daly and freaking Phil Jackson. Not everybody can do that type shit. That's why Phil Jackson is one of the greatest coaches ever.
Wait a minute. Was there ever a time in Dennis Rodman's life outside of Northwest Oklahoma University where he scored 24.5 points a game? Because Ron Artest was scoring that in the league. Before
he did that in San Antonio.
I'm talking about offensive. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
But he did do that in San Antonio, D. He did that in San Antonio.
First of all, Ron Artest is not on Dennis Rodman's level defensively, nor rebounding.
I just think
offensively they've
never. I don't think players.
Why again are you just burying yourself in the bullshit? It's not like that. It's just look at how they were as individuals, bro. Damn.
You mean their playing style. He meant their playing style.
You know what I mean? Their attitude. How they were.
Attitude on the court.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, not the action.
You want to get the stats wise. But see, in 2006, he averaged this point per game, and Robin only had. So,
Robin ain't running the offensive force like that.
He's almost that.
Just filling the break. That's when he first came in the league, he was offensive force.
Jeez. But he hit the brakes extra hard for that, too. Did you see that?
Not to the level of
That's going to be a clip. I got to find. I don't know what part of the thing this is, but I got to find this part and said, we're going to use that. Jeez.
You hate Ron Artest, actually. But... Matter of fact, what if I said the name Rick Mahorn?
I like Rick Mahorn. It was fucked up to Mike, though.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was fucked up to Mike.
But you like Rick Mahorn, though?
I do, because Rick Mahorn, I didn't like how when they had the expansion teams with Minnesota.
That was foul.
How they just gonna rip him from that team like that?
They didn't protect. The Pistons didn't protect him.
Did they rip the man from the team right after they
protected? He wasn't protected. It wasn't him. It was the Pistons. The Pistons only protected 8 players. Rick Mahorn wasn't one of them.
Well, that's a mind fuck. That's a mind fuck. Imagine that, y'all. When expansion,
the way they did it was each organization can protect 8 players, and the players they don't select, your expansion team can pick from that. So the Pistons protected Isaiah, Dumars, Lane Beard, James Edwards, Mark Aguirre, Dennis Rodman, John Sally, and Benny Johnson.
Just watch that a bad boy.
No. I know I like the Pistons. I love the Pistons. No, I love the Pistons.
I feel you on that.
Isaiah was my boy, so I knew the history.
Yeah, but you think Stockton better than him? All right, but the fuck. But here's my thing, though. They couldn't have common fucking sense and just be on something. You know what? Let's let this man celebrate with his fucking team, and we'll get him in like a week. Like, good God.
Yeah, homeboy was like, I left the parade. Found out.
That's the same way that you feel about the Bulls front office, but with more vitriol. You feel the same exact way. Like,
it's different. That's different.
They were more vitriol.
No, it's different. They killed a dynasty. That was just one dude. Okay? God damn. They killed a dynasty. That was one guy.
Look at the guys. Look at the guys.
And they still won after that. God damn. Why'd you just make that comparison?
No. The guys who they had on the inside, as far as their defensive enforcement abilities and mixed with offensive, Rick Mahorn embodied really all of that. He was better than James Edwards offensively.
Yeah.
He wasn't excuse me. He wasn't as good as Lane Bear offensively, but he was better defensively. He was bigger than Sally, so he could play both roles.
Right.
And he was bigger than Rodney.
But so what's your point?
He comprised a lot of roles as far as their big men.
That's why everybody wanted him.
And that's what I'm saying. So the fact that they let him go, it's like you said, you looking at it like, damn, how the fuck did they do this?
Yeah.
You feel the same way about the Bulls, like I said, but it's just with more vitriol because the Pistons wasn't your squad. If the Pistons was your squad, you would feel the same exact way that you feel about the Bulls.
It wouldn't be the same way because the Pistons, you know what, I would feel great because guess what? The next following year, I want a whole nother chip. I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I would miss Rick Mahorn, you know what I'm saying? But damn, I'm a Bulls fan. I ain't been good since '98, bro. And that little flash in the pan bullshit with D Rose was pretty. But come on, man.
They went to the final. But they won one championship since then. Seems like they've been winning a whole lot.
Detroit fucking took one of the players from that championship run and had another little baby dynasty in '04, but they couldn't keep that going.
I think that's the only one they won.
And LeBron.
They went.
I know.
They went to a bunch of
straight
that was
conference finals.
That was dope, though. It's a different thing. They killed the whole dynasty. I get what you're saying. That was hurtful, but it's Rick Mahorn. And they won the following year.
Wait a minute. Do you know what it felt like between 1986 and 2008? You talking about a punk ass dynasty being in there? You know what I sat through?
What you mean, you?
18 years.
You said you were a Bulls fan at first at the time.
No, I was a Bulls fan and a Celtics fan.
I wasn't either. It was only Boston.
I feel you. I mean, but I fuck with Boston too.
Yeah. 2022 years.
But it's different with us too because
years.
We didn't dismantle our dynasties. Our fucking players kept dying. You know, our players.
But our players never going to push us to the next year. I got a chance to see the dynasty, and I got a chance to see. Damn.
Yeah. Omar. I mean,
it was a long time between 86 and 2008. Trust me, a lot of stuff happened in the league.
I feel you. Well, look here.
We had a lockout and a strike between in 86 and 2008. It was a strike. The second time was a strike.
Was it?
It was a strike.
Now, when they go back what we were talking about earlier, they knew they were going to have a lockout. They knew
everybody knew that.
It was the same thing before with the first one.
I mean, that was a strike, though. Was that a strike?
That was a strike.
The owners do that. When the owners feel like the players are getting too much money.
Yeah. When they don't want to agree to a contract, they try to force it. Well, yeah, man. I mean, what do you guys got on the plate? Shit, I was gonna say basketball wise and shit. All we got is.
Hey, man, it's 7:45. I got to get ready for.
I know, man. I know. We got to jump into it. It's fucking last dance time tonight.
Y'all got no DVR. Sharknado is on.
I should.
What? I don't even know what the hell that is.
Sharknado. I'm not gonna front. I do sometimes like to start my shit a little late so I can fast through those commercials. I do like doing that.
I like to watch it fresh, dog. I'm sorry.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Yeah. Remote control have a rewind button. You know,
I stream it. I stream everything.
Even if you stream it, you can. Okay. Yeah, but you still he wants to watch it right live. It's cool.
Yeah. I don't have a DVR. I watch it on my computer. Yeah, I watch it on the computer, and then I watch it on I got AT&T now. It's like DirecTV now. So everything on my computer. I stream everything.
Well, how do you get it on?
I don't have a service.
How do you get it on?
I don't have a. What'd you say now?
How do you get it on your TV?
This computer. I go to the website and HDMI to the TV.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite app?
Which one? Damn. Believe it or not, it's the Disney app, dude.
Damn, I just cut that on. I'm so glad you said it. I just cut that on last night, and you won't believe what I give y'all $100 if y'all can guess. Oh my God, I promise to God, I'll give you the money too. I'll give you $300 a piece if you can guess what you only get one guess of what the first thing I watch on that motherfucker was. Go.
I'm gonna say, and I want my money too.
That's good shit.
The Clone Wars.
Who?
I guess not.
The Clone Wars?
Yeah.
That's a good fucking guess because I sure was thinking about clicking on that. No, it was Spider-Man and Friends, the old joint from the 80s.
Oh, I've already watched it. I already watched it, bro. With Firestar, Iceman.
No, it's on. All that shit is on Disney Plus now.
All is on Disney.
Oh yeah.
All is on Disney.
Yeah,
all that's on Disney.
Talking about Disney Plus, you asked him his favorite app. That's right. Disney Plus is that shit.
Yeah, and with Disney Plus, you get Hulu and you get ESPN Watch.
That's if you get the bundle though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just $12. So the bundle's just $12. So $12.99.
Check out old social studies movies. It's a great app.
Let me tell you something that was disrespectful though. On it, that shit we be talking about. I feel you, but something that was disrespectful on that fucking on Disney Plus that makes no sense. You should know what it is. If you've seen those movies, those shows, the show I just mentioned, what show is missing from there that's not there?
I know it used to come on before Spider-Man.
There it is. You know it, motherfucker.
Yeah, it'll come to me. But yeah, it's the show that used to come on before Spider-Man.
Right before.
On Saturday morning?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dang, what was that?
And it's Marvel. I'm like, how is this not on with y'all? I'm mad. Huh? Oh yeah, he got it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was my shit. How do you have they got like 5 different Spider-Man shows, X-Men, all the classics. They got X-Men, brother.
They got all X-Men. My guess is that Marvel didn't own the rights then.
How do you have the rights for Spider-Man and Friends and not come on now. Marvel was on top of their shit with that. That's the one thing we can always say. Marvel was on top of their shit.
That is a good question.
So
that would be my only guess.
Yeah.
They didn't own the rights. Or maybe they share the rights with another company. The other company's like, no, I don't put my shit there.
I don't know. It makes no sense to me. And they need to figure out a thing where they get the damn the Sony Marvel movies because you can't find Venom or Into the Spider-Verse on Disney. What the F? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Those on Netflix though.
Are they both on Netflix?
Yeah.
That okay. I was wondering where Spider-Verse was. Okay. I was gonna check that
Spider-Verse in Netflix.
Would you rather see the Spider-Man and Friends, or would you rather see the old Justice League?
Oh, woo! The one used to come on after school.
I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I'm gonna say Spider-Man. But that Justice League though, I know old say Justice. Super Friends.
No.
Always say Justice League. Super Friends.
No, I'm talking about Super Friends, bro. Super Friends. Super Friends was the one that came on in the 80s. It came on when you came home from school. That joint. I'm talking about the one that came on Saturday morning.
That's the same one. Super Friends.
It was Super Friends. Yeah, right.
Super Friends, yeah. Both of y'all high as hell.
Huh?
They're both of y'all high as hell.
They didn't know what the Laugh Olympics was. You remember that show?
Ooh. Yeah.
They act like I was like 80 years old. Like the Laugh Olympics, everybody used to look at that. That was 70s type shit, man. I was born in 71. Yeah, exactly. That's why we don't know this shit. He was asking a bunch of 80s babies that shit. Of course we ain't know the shit. Like, damn, what you say? All right, man.
Heckle and Jekyll. You have no recollection of Heckle and Jekyll.
I did remember that's Hanna-Barbera.
Whoa, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
That's a good guess. It's right, but I think you guessed out of up.
In the last thing that y'all talking about, they barely showed that on Hanna-Barbera in the 80s. They showed it a little bit, but they more was showing Caveman, fucking Jetsons.
Space Ghost. Space Ghost!
Yeah, got a little bit of that Space Ghost. Who else? Caveman was my boy, too. Who was the other one?
Captain Cave!
Space Ghost. Hell yeah. Yo, y'all ready to wrap this and
wrap this up, dude? I got 8 minutes. I got set up.
All right, man. What time is it?
7:52.
Yo, Space Ghost. Like man, yo, Mr. Micheal, I appreciate you stopping through, dog.
Man, every time I do a show with y'all, I just be hyped for like 25 minutes afterwards. So it's like that.
For real.
It's like I'm already. Y'all make me high. That's what it is. Y'all get me high.
Yeah.
Y'all my junk. Y'all my kush. That's what y'all are.
That's what's up, man. And I'll take that. He'll take that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cuz and bro.
Yo,
real.
This was another episode of High Off the Glass. Yo, this is the Rona edition. Rona Chronicles, we doing it. Appreciate Coach for coming through. Mr. Micheal doing your thing. We out this motherfucker, man.
Go Cowboys.
Oh.